You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I'm coming at you with another live stream. Let me tell y'all something. Something definitely in the air. That's for sure. Something is definitely in the air because these people are seriously crashing out. You got a lot of people crashing out, y'all. Be cognizant and mindful out here. If you out here in these roads, if you out here out and about, folks are literally crashing out, y'all. Folks are literally crashing the heck out. It is crazy what's going on out here. And then we already know with YouTube, you got folks crashing out on YouTube too. Whether it be moderate, whether it be over the wall, over the top. I'm going to tell you right now, stay pray up, y'all, because people are losing their mind in this month of August. We thought July was something. They're losing their mind even more in August. People are losing their mind. Stay to yourself. Make sure you deal with people that's level-headed, because a lot of people are literally crashing out. And guys and ladies, that's on point. Be mindful and cognizant. Be mindful and cognizant of what you're seeing out here, because it's people are losing it. And people are waxing cold because they are in the spirit of Satan. Right? You got to move not only in silence, you literally got to take a necessary reset, because these people out here, man, they losing it. These people out here losing it, y'all. No cap. And all I can tell you guys and ladies, stay pray up, keep your head up, try to stay positive in these days of time, because people's minds ain't where you think it's at. Guys, these ladies out here, they crashing out, man. They crashing out on the internet. They crashing out in the chat. They crashing out in the comment section. I mean, they crashing out, y'all. A lot of ladies are crashing out. A lot of dudes is crashing out. Yet, a lot of women are crashing out like never before in history, y'all. You block a lady, they go full hatred towards you. Right? You're done with a woman, they go crazy. Y'all have not seen half of the things I'm seeing. To you men out there that's on point, make sure you get a lady that y'all could work it out, make things happen, and don't even entertain a lot of these women out here. It's not worth it, fellas. It's not worth it. Trust me when I tell you. It's not worth it, fellas. You are going to do a disservice if you try to talk to each and every woman, because their mind is not where you think it's at. It is crazy out here. You hear me? Stay with your lady. Don't try to be entertaining these women out here. Now's not the time for it, fellas. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. So I'm telling you, be very careful. Be very, very careful out here in these streets. If you see what I see, because I'm seeing what's going on right now, they crashing out. You hear me? They crashing out. These ladies ready to lose it all out here, y'all. You hear me? I'm to the point that I gotta be not revealing too much even on the internet. It is really nasty out here in these YouTube streets, y'all. It is becoming disgusting. You got old boy lying on Ringo again. You got these ladies crashing out on me. You got all this stuff going on while we're about to have a shift in the economics. Folks is crashing out, not realizing what the shift is already happening, y'all. The shift already happened. Listen, the economic shift already happened, y'all. And a lot of people going to be left out because of their decision making. Yo, you better get on board. Make that shift for the right reason, because a lot of people are going to wake up and they're going to wonder what the hell happened economically. You're going to start seeing it within a month or two. You know how I know? You know how I know? Put a 5 in the chat if you want to know how I know. Put a 5 in the chat if you want to know how I know the shift is happening economically. Put a 5 in the chat if you want to know. Make sure you hit that Cash App. Hit that Cash App. Support the show, right? Let's get a few contributors on the Cash App. How I know is because today I talked to one of my friends and I said, I noticed that a lot of people are walking away from their jobs. What's going on? He explained to me that people are being bought out. A lot of companies is buying out their workers right now. They're giving them unemployment plus 10,000, 15,000, depending on how many years you've been there. And they give you a package, if that makes sense. If you work for the government, you work for UPS, whatever the case may be. They're doing the buyouts. People are taking the buyouts right now because they feel like they're overwhelmed. So if people are voluntarily or have made the decision to take the buyout and willing to get paid every month for 2 years or every week, however they're going to do it. I say this to say that a lot of people are not doing very well economically. Even people that are considered successful, you might have something going on more than they are. It's only few people that's really getting to the bread, y'all. Everybody else is scavenging for whatever's left of that economic. You think I got time for these entities and deities? They are already going to the lake of fire for the most part. They're bringing people with them too. I say this to say that something is brewing in the air. This ain't fear mongering. The solution is for you to start looking into things that will provide you services and not depend on the 9 to 5 as your only only source of income. Don't let the 9 to 5 be your only source of income, y'all. Put a 2 in the chat. Be honest with yourself. Put a 2 in the chat if you only got one income. Put a 2 in the chat if you only got one income. Be honest. Put a 2 in the chat if you only got one income. Put a 2 in the chat if you only got one income right now. I said if you got one income. If you got one income right now, put a 2 in the chat. That's who I want to talk to first. That's who I want to talk to first. We're going to go by people that have one income. Okay, so everybody in the chat got more than one income. If you got 2 incomes, put a 1 in the chat. If you got 2 incomes coming in, put a 1 in the chat. I'm waiting to see, because I'm gonna see if y'all legitimately is telling me the truth. If you got 2 incomes coming in, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. If you got 2 incomes, right? Make sure that you're making over $10,000 a month. Make sure if you have 2 incomes, you should be making close or over $10,000 a month. If you're not, it's considered one income. Anything under $10,000 a month, anything under $10,000 a month is considered one income. When you make over $10,000 a month, that's considered 2 incomes. When you're making over $20,000 a month, that's considered 3 incomes. So a lot of you are still in one income, because when I had the conversation with my friend, he agreed. If you making anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a month, that's considered one income. If you're making $20,000 or more a month, that's considered 2 income. What do you mean it don't make no sense? What are you talking about? It don't make no sense. So you're telling me that 1,000 to 10,000 is not one income? You got people working 2 to 3 jobs and they still not making over 10,000. I'm telling you, man, folks don't get it, man. In order to make it in this society, the changes that's coming, the people I talk with, the changes that is coming and how they're going to price certain things. Y'all busy with the distractions and with these deities, these entities, these demonic forces. They all in prison. They going to hell. All these people that's into the witchcraft, warlocks, they're all demonic, right? They're all going to hell. They're already in hell. They're already going through it. What I want you to get to understand is that a lot of the states that y'all live in is broke. Not only celebrities is broke, not only certain officials is going through it, a lot of your states, your LAs, your New Yorks, your Chicagos, your Detroits, the DMV, a lot of these places is broke. They cannot afford to take care of you. So they have it already set in motions with the AIs. The AIs is taking a lot of people's jobs right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of AIs is replacing a lot of the schools. If you work for the school, right now you working for the school, there's a budget deficit because Trump has removed the DEI. There's a lot of people, listen, there's a lot of people on their last dollar right now, y'all. That's why you're seeing a lot. When you see a lot of women crashing out, I'm gonna tell you this how I know this is getting serious. When you see a lot of women crashing out, something is going on. Because they always say, when the woman is not on point, everything's going down. And that's even in the Bible. That's even in the Bible. It's going down, y'all. Unless you're on point. You're moving correctly. I'm telling you, fellas, be careful with these women you're choosing. You had, case in point, old girl dealing with old boy. See, a lot of you guys, right? A lot of you guys, man, you're getting with abusive women right now. A lot of you dudes are so desperate for a woman, you getting with abusive women. Women are becoming so abusive to you dudes. I be seeing it. I don't say too much. I could tell that a lot of guys is going through hell with these. Like old girl, what's old girl name? What's old girl that's the running track? What's old girl? Somebody put her name in the comment section. Why would he stay with old girl? Why would he deal with her? Because a lot of you men that's not experienced with women, and you thinking that this is the best thing you could ever have. Bro, stay to yourself, man. Certain women are not meant to be dealing with. Let them be to themselves. It's certain women that you could get with, and it's certain women you should not even entertain because you are going to get abused. People are crashing out. A lot of these people is crashing out, y'all. We never seen this in America. We have never seen this in America, y'all. So my advice, if you have multiple incomes and it's not over that threshold, it's still considered one income. When I look at multiple incomes, I look at it as, okay, so let's do this, right? The average job person makes $2,000 a month, right? Anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 a month. Can we agree with that? The average worker at the 9 to 5 is making anywhere from $2,000 a month to $5,000 a month. We're not talking about lawyers, judges, police officers. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the majority of the people who may not have those type of degrees or connections. On average, it's making anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 a month. If you got a woman, you got children, that's not enough. So that's when you go to your hustle. You got YouTube. You may be doing DoorDash. You may be doing Uber Eats. You may have some stuff you're selling on the internet. You may have a market where people buy your stuff. So that fluctuates. The point is you want to get to $10,000 or more a month. Anything under $10,000 is considered a singular type of money. You're still scraping to get by because your overhead, you want it to be as low as possible. The only way that's going to happen is if you have 4. You got to have 4 incomes coming in. The days of having 2 income is not enough. It's not enough, y'all. See, I got YouTube. I got the site. I got another stuff going on. I'm not going to say how much stuff I got going on. But I have enough to where if one income is slow, because it can happen, I got my other incomes picking up. That's why no man, no woman should be focusing on one income. You creating a devastating problem. You're no different than the person who don't have a job. Even though you got a job, technically you don't have a job. Why? Because 80% of it is going to your bills. When you are working and 80% of your income is going to your bills, how the hell you say you got money in your pocket? How you got money in your pocket if 80% of it is going to one income? Even if you're making over 6 figures, one income is not enough. The only ones that's eating well is if you're a millionaire. If you're not a millionaire, you're not eating well. You're not eating well. It's just the truth. You're not even... Listen, I meet people that's 6 figures. They going through it. They going through it. They got a different bracket to worry about. Us folks that's under 6 figures, we go through our stuff. Yet when you get to that high earner, it's a different type of problem. Telling y'all, man, you're gonna have to step your game up, even on the internet. A lot of black people gonna have to step their game up on the internet too. You know? You're gonna have to expand your horizons on the internet, because now you're competing with AI. You're competing with these AI YouTubers. 10, 15 years ago, it was just us. Now you got the industry, you got the newscast, you got these entities, deities, you got just about everybody you could think of on the internet right now. It's going to get to a point some of you content creators is going to have to merge. Doing videos by yourself, only a few is good at it. Not everybody is good at it by doing content by themselves. There's only a few I could honestly say they do well by themselves. They don't really need to do panels and stuff. Oh, speaking about that, what's up, Brainwaves? What's going on? What's going on, Marilyn? How you doing, D? What's up, Keystone? Speaking about that, I think that YouTube is going to start removing panels soon. Now, YouTube has it to where you could bring a person on. I truly believe that panels will be a thing of the past, y'all. Panels will be a thing of the past. Panels was in a glory in the 2018s, 2019s. When the shutdown happened, when I mentioned it over by another YouTuber's platform, the panels... Give me 1 second. My car's fully charged. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hey, Brainwaves, I gotta tell you something behind the scenes. I got some good news. Brainwaves. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll tell you, I'll send you a message when I'm done. I send you a message. I got some good news, man. Good news. Because they just sent me a message right now. So I can't wait to tell Brainwaves what it is. Listen, y'all. When I tell y'all that, I tell you this right now. Y'all gonna see me in something different tomorrow, y'all. Y'all gonna see me in something different tomorrow. They just called me. They said it's ready. I'm getting me a better EV car than I have right now. I so need more space, man. I need more space. So they called me. I'm gonna tell Brainwaves which one it is. I'm gonna tell him should I get it, because he's like a electric vehicle like myself. So I want to get it. Yeah, I want to show Brainwaves which one it is and see what he thinks about it. It got more leg room. You know, it's more of a luxury type of vehicle. So I'm very happy about that. They say it's ready by tomorrow. All I got to do is sign it up, bring this vehicle that I got, trade it in, boom, get the vehicle within an hour and get the hell on out of there. Yeah. They gave me 2 options. So which one you think will be suitable for me, man? Yeah, hell yeah. My gas vehicle, you know, it's being rented out and stuff like that. So that's money for other endurers. I don't even touch that. You know what I'm saying? You would say, Roller, why you don't drive gas? Nah, I stick with my EV cars, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going nowhere like that right now anytime soon anyway. You know? So my car's being rented out. That's in another investment. That's why I'm telling y'all got to have multiple investments, man. You know what I'm saying? Multiple investments so you can get your cash flow coming in. For real. So, yeah, I'm stepping up my EV car. One thing about me, man, Brainwaves, I tell you the truth, man, when I had like 4 cars before, bro, I was like, man, in New York, I had me like 3-4 cars, man. It was crazy, man. Before New York shut down, or kind of shut down already. I had to give it up, man. I had to give them up, man. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you the truth, man, once you get a vehicle or 2, it's so easy to get vehicles, man. It's so easy, y'all. Listen, it's so easy. Oh, snap. I got a message. Let me go pull up over there. Hold on. I got a message. I got to pull up over there. I'm going over there right now. I was just about to just chill out. So somebody just called me. Let me see what they're talking about. They saying there's some paper out there. So let me see what they're talking about right now. See what the hell they talking about. I just charged the vehicle, so it better be worth it. It better be worth it. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me good? Put a 5 in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. So yeah, I'm telling y'all, look, when I get this vehicle, man, tomorrow is gonna be crazy. They got it ready for me. Everything's set up. I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, yo, I'm not trying to stay with one car, yo. I'm not trying to stay with one car. If I have the funds to get a better EV vehicle, that's what I'm gonna do, man. Cause I wanna ride real smooth, y'all. I wanna ride real smooth, for real, for real. I'm starting to get more into the EV cars, man. I'm always gonna be a gas head, you know what I'm saying? Got my gas vehicle, goes fast and stuff like that. Yet I'm starting to be more invested to EV because it saves you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't have to spend that much on gas. You know, gas is $40. I spend maybe 20 a day. You know, the type of work I do on the side. Spend 20 a day, that's not bad. I would have been spending on my car that I have, I'd have been spending $70, $80, man. So they're gonna have to take out the camera, put the camera in the other vehicle, so I gotta uninstall this. I got some work to do, man. When I get off this live stream, I ain't gonna be going to bed anytime soon because I gotta remove the camera. They're gonna install it in the other one and all this stuff, man. That's why I tell y'all, man, y'all barely see me on here because I got too much going on. I can't sit myself down with just 2 incomes, man. I gotta have at least 5 incomes. You know, because what happens is when you rely on one income, you could get it could be overwhelming just for anybody. I see a lot of brothers overwhelmed because they only depend on one. I can't do it, man. I can't do one check, man. I don't know how we are in 2025, and man, this is not the 50s and 60s, y'all. This ain't the 70s and 80s where our dads and granddads could have one job and take care of a big family. We're not in those times, y'all. We're not in those times, man. We're not in those times. You gotta have a lot of different income coming in. So, you know, I just can't do one income, man. I can't. I was even frustrated when I was in New York, stuck there for the time being. I wanted to get out of there, man. I said, I'm going to take any job just to get back to Florida. And that's exactly what I did. Because I refuse to stay in a place that's collapsing right in front of my eyes, man. I mean, you go to New York, people are struggling up there, man. People mean mugging. People really ready to unalive you. You go to LA, same thing. People mean mugging. You know, you can't drive. You can't take your family nowhere. Real talk. You can't even take your family out to have a good time. You know? You go to certain cities, people looking like they gone. You know? I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. People be sleeping on these international folks, man. Majority of these international folks, they got the bread, man. For real, for real. There's a lot of Americans going through it right now, man. It's a lot of Americans going through it right now in this country, man. You can feel it in the air. It's a lot of Americans going through it, man. People are giving up, ready to go that route unalive. Man, it's not worth. Man, it's just crazy, man. So all I could tell you, if you're on a 9 to 5, try to stay to yourself. Be cognizant of what you say to people, man, because people are really going through it, man. It's very hard, man, especially those who have children. So I know you brothers that got kids or your kids is grown. Man, it's tough. It's tough, man. It could be tough. Even if you're in the truth, it's tough, man. You gotta just figure out how can you get through every single day as a man. You gotta figure out, should I buy this? Should I buy that? Should I touch this? Man, when you gotta think about it, yeah, you're gonna need a couple of days to reset, cause that stuff, man, it's not a joke. It's not a joke at all. I'ma see what's going on here. So look, I'ma end this live stream, y'all. I'm at the location. You know what I'm saying? I'ma see what they talking about. You know, so they messaged me. They was like, yeah, you know, there's some things we could do over here, make some money quickly, you know, put on a good show. So I'm gonna go see what they talking about and get to this bag, because at the end of the day, y'all, man, when you around the right people, you're gonna be seeing better days ahead, man. Y'all keep your head up, man. Stay focused. Don't crash out for these folks, man, because they want you to crash out. You got a lot of people who want to see you down and out, want to see you struggle. Don't entertain those folks, man. A lot of them is crashing out. They're not happy where they at. They're not happy in the situation they at because they're not moving correctly. You know what I'm saying? People are moving funny out here, man. You know? So try to keep your circle as small as possible. Fellas, take it from me, man. I try to help some of these women. They turn their back on me. I'm not surprised. That's why, if you notice, I don't really help women like that. Or fellas, because a lot of people you try to help, the minute they feel that you move on because you see that they're not moving correctly, they will slander you on the internet, off the internet. They will slander you. They will slander you. Don't entertain these folks, man. Get your bag up. Get your real multiple income going. Get around winners, because, hey, you don't want to be around hungry people in these futuristic times. I'm out. Peace.